yet another Reiki healing session. Today is going to be a little bit different because I am going to leave it up to you what the collective Reiki is for. So if there is a specific intention that you have that is unique to me or something that I have not done on a live stream yet, then go ahead and leave your votes below and I will choose whichever one either has the most votes or I feel is a good fit for my collection of Reiki live streams. So let me know. In the chat. And in the meantime, I'm going to have you take some deep breaths in. So in through the nose, deep down to the belly, and from the belly out through the mouth. As always, in a little bit here, we will be getting into personal Reiki healing sessions. So for anyone wanting a mini session today, go to the link in my bio, hit live mini session or mini Reiki session, and let me know your area of concern. That way, when it's time, I will tap into your energy with my intuition and Reiki, see what is going on within your being that is blocked. Any negativity that is stored in your energy centers will be removed. And you will also receive a replay of the session afterwards. Keep letting me know what your suggestions are for today's collective healing. I've read a few, but I haven't read them all. Okay, there's one that I have in mind that you guys have stated. If there are any other votes, go ahead and cast them now for the intention of the collective healing today. Okay, we actually didn't have that many suggestions. I'm surprised with you guys. Usually you're a lot more active in the chat, but it could just be one of those days. So something that I have not done before, but I have been talking a lot about on my channel here and on my social platforms is mental clarity. So we are going to do mental clarity today. I have done Reiki for sleep that you guys can find on YouTube. I've also done Reiki for anxiety on YouTube. I've done many different kinds of love. I have to double check if I've done specifically self-love, but I know I've done plenty on healing the relationship you have with yourself. If there is anyone here that is interested in learning how to love yourself more, how to overcome the fear, the doubt, the lack, or worry that you may have when it comes to the relationship you have with yourself and even the relationship you have with others, I am starting group coaching July 1st for my Unblocked program. So you can apply for that program in the link in my bio. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to have you sit up tall. Make sure that your spine is straight from root to crown. I was always going to say that your root is straight. Make sure that your spine is straight from root all the way up to your crown. You can imagine a little puppeteer string pulling you up. Take your shoulders, roll them up, back, and down so that they're laying nicely in their socket. Breathe in deep. Let it all out. Unclench your jaw by separating your teeth and placing your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Relax all the muscles of the face and all the muscles of the rest of your body, down from your fingertips all the way to your toes. Consent to receive this healing energy either out loud in your head or even in the chat, and get ready to heal. Many of you who are dealing with mental clarity issues, maybe you're dealing with a lot of confusion or brain fog, maybe you are lacking some focus, let me know in the chat if that sounds like you lately. A lot of that is due to a couple different factors, but one of them I want to bring up today is you may have a blockage in your root chakra. When we are not connected or have some sort of imbalance to our connection to Mother Earth and the physical reality, it directly impacts the connection that we have to our mind and to spirit in general. So collective wisdom, higher levels of consciousness, your own intuition, spiritual energy as a whole. So it is very important to consider that sometimes your brain fog, your confusion, your lack of focus, clarity, or even direction is due to you being disconnected from the present reality, from the physical reality. Something else to keep in mind is that you may be overstimulating your mind way too much with all of the screens, all of the social media, the news. Even reading sometimes can overstimulate your mind, especially if you're not taking the time to have some peace, some stillness, and some quiet. So really consider your routine, your regimen. What have you been accustomed to lately? What is your autopilot? Do you always have to have a screen in front of you? Do you always have to be mentally preoccupied? If so, it's time to get back into your body. It's time to get back into your emotions, and this will help you release that mental fog. I always like to say that nothing changes if nothing changes. So although you are receiving a healing for the collective today, this is still a general healing session. In order for you to get the maximum benefits of Reiki, it is important to consider getting a one-on-one session, or at least allow yourself to implement different healing techniques, energy cleansing techniques, so that you can maintain the healing that is being done today. Raise your hand if you are in the beginning of your healing journey. You have no idea what practices, tools, or techniques to use to find inner peace, to find mental clarity, to manifest with ease and intent, to feel energized. Raise your hand in the chat if you have no tools in your toolkit to help you out. So Sarah, BB, Maggie, Elaine, Chloe, Zizi, I invite you to head to the link in my bio and grab some resources. The first resource I'm going to offer you is a free masterclass called Chakra Codes. In this masterclass, I go over the 7 keys to manifesting, which you probably haven't heard of before. Everything that I teach in spirituality and in healing is typically going to be rooted in me seeing that there is a gap in a lot of spiritual teachings or a lot of energy healing teachings here on the internet. And so I like to fill in the gaps where I can. Manifestation is not just about the 369 method or convincing yourself of these affirmations when you truly don't believe them. It is so much more. And so to get all the details on how to manifest with clarity and ease, then make sure that you are getting that free masterclass. The second option that I have for you guys who are really needing some tools tools in your toolkit is going to be the Work From Home Thrive Guide. So this is a guide for my mama bears, those of you who work from home or work a 9 to 5 and you're trying to balance parenthood, work, and your healing journey. That is another free resource that I give to you guys to help you understand what's going on with you energetically and where you may be blocked. For anyone who is ready and willing to work together and have me work with you exclusively as your mentor, you can DM me mentorship and I'll clue you in on some programs that I have available. That way we can get you to the desired outcome that you are searching for. Taking a couple deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. You just signed up for the free masterclass? Beautiful. Rock on. You're going to benefit a lot from that. When you're done watching it too, let me know what some takeaways were. Welcome to everyone who has just joined in. My name is Melody Unique, but I also go by Mystique Awakening. I'm an energy healer and spiritual mentor, and in today's session, you guys voted on it. We are doing a collective Reiki healing for mental clarity. So welcome in for those of you guys who are new or who have never met me before. Welcome to those of you who are being introduced to Reiki for the first time right now. Reiki is a relaxation technique based in Japan that is meant to help you heal. Show of hands for those of you who have already invested in some sort of coach or mentor for your healing journey, self-growth, personal development before. Let me know a show of hands if you've already invested in a coach and mentor before, and did they help you? Did they get you to the outcome that you were looking for? Do you feel like the work that you did was just beginning but felt incomplete? Maybe you've been burned by a mentor or a coach before in the healing and spiritual space. Let me know in the chat. Okay, so we haven't had many of you who have invested in a coach or mentor before when it comes to your healing or spiritual journey. If you have invested before in something, it wasn't necessarily the healing journey. So let me ask you, what has held you back from investing in a mentor or a coach? What has held you back energetically? And let's try to think of things outside of money, because I know that money is a factor, but outside of that, if you had all the money in the world, what is something that's still been holding you back? Sometimes I find that money can be an easy excuse to not invest in yourself, but you investing in a mentor, you investing in a coach, you investing in a course or program to learn a new skill, to develop yourself personally, to grow, to transform form, to get to a certain outcome, it takes a lot more than just money that you're investing. So I want to know from you guys, since you haven't really invested before, what's been holding you back? Fear of change, that's a real one. Fear of reliving issues. Understood. Hard to find someone who is near you and who is certified, maybe who has the right authority or the right certifications. Self-worth, feeling shy, okay. Any other reasons why you have felt that you could not invest in a mentor or a coach in the past, specifically for healing, specifically for spirituality as well? Uncertainty, being conditioned to maybe hold some things in. Let me ask you a question. How long do you choose to hold on to your pain? How long do you choose to hold on to your suffering for? Because a lot of times when you think about it at the end of the day, if you really wanted something, you would pay for it. If you really felt like something would work for you, you would invest your time in it. If you knew that someone was there for you, was going to listen to you and help you work through your issues, you would invest your energy into it. So how long do you plan on choosing your suffering and choosing your pain? Because a lot of times it's costing you so much more in life to not invest in a mentor or a coach or a program or developing a new skill than it would to actually invest. Sometimes you wind up paying way more by not knowing. So just keep that in mind. Know that if you ever need my help, I'm just an email or a direct message away. And if anything, I am also just a mini session away from you seeing me as someone that you can trust, you seeing how our work together can benefit you. Just keep that in mind as you continue to watch, as you continue to heal, as you continue to relax. Take in a couple deep breaths. And out. In. Out. In. And out. Beautiful. So we have a couple people on the list today for mini sessions. So let's go ahead, without further ado, get into those sessions. So first one that we have here is Maggie. Maggie, your area of concern is career and relationships. Okay, so I'm not sure if you are trying to get into a new career or you're trying to get into a new relationship. Maybe you're manifesting some things, trying to attract some things into your life, bring some things in. And I typically like to say that when it comes to manifestation, it's less about you bringing something all the way to you. It's more of you allowing those things into your existence, because everything that exists in this world is already close in proximity to you. It's within you. And so how do you allow that energy to emerge into the physical form? How do you align your own personal frequency to the frequency of that manifestation, of that desire? So keep that in mind as you are manifesting. So Maggie, I'm going to have you consent out loud in your head or even in the chat. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff going on in the crown, definitely an overactive crown. And then, I'm gonna say nearly blocked root. It's in an, not root, excuse me, third eye. It's almost more so in an underactive state, but if it continues to be underactive for a certain period of time, it is going to transition into more of a blocked state. So it's very important that we really assess this situation. I'm going to go ahead and scan the rest of your energy centers. Solar plexus is a huge, huge, huge one. So I'm definitely sensing a blockage here. And then going down to the root, it is underactive. Sacral's feeling really good though. Sacral's feeling like a lot of potential, which is something that we like to see, especially when you are trying to manifest new relationships. If you're trying to manifest a new relationship or just bring more passion into the relationships that you have at this time. Also, it is great energy for you magnetizing things, pulling things towards you, especially people. So if you have been trying to step into a new career, you're trying to get those interviews or be liked by people, I can sense that sacral is in a really good spot for that. However, we do have some inconsistencies for the rest of your energetic system, so we want to make sure that we are analyzing them. So I'm actually going to start with the root first because it is in an underactive space, and I'm sensing that blockage for you in the solar plexus. Those are going to be things that we want to adjust right now so that you can have a very solid connection to your reality, have a very solid connection to just the physical realm, so that when you're continuing to manifest, you have that clear channel, if you will. So I'm going to have you make sure that you're sitting up tall and straight. I'm going to have you breathe in. Focus on your root, so the base of your spine all the way down to the bottoms of your feet. Feel supported. Feel that stability. Feel that security. Get into the energy of acceptance of the present moment. You may sense some releases trying to come through your throat. Your throat is opening up at this time, from what I'm sensing. So you may really want to get into those lion breaths where you're allowing your tongue to kind of hang out. Go and allow all of that breath that you're exhaling to come out in a very, I want to say forceful, I don't want to say forceful, but forceful way, where you're exhaling with a lot of gusto, if you will, allowing all of that energy to come up, come up, come up. Typically, I do say that you want to detox downwards, but the way that your energetic system right now wants to function is through purging through the mouth and through the throat. So we're going to allow that to happen. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Very good. Something that is going to help you with balancing this root is going to be skin to earth contact. So 20 minutes a day for grounding. And also, if you can set some time aside where you're either doing some walking or a light jog or dancing, stomping on the ground, things that really will help break apart that stagnant energy in the root and in the legs, is definitely having a little bit more like sudden movements in the legs. So jogging can help you with that, because every time you hit the ground, you're breaking apart some of that energy. Dancing, of course. Get very, very, very into the physical body. That's going to help a lot of that overactivity decompress in the crown. Very good. Working on the solar plexus at this time, sensing a lot of issues with confidence, and so something to help you with confidence is just picking a couple things that you already know that you're good at and putting them into your daily routine so that you have evidence and proof, like mental and physical proof, that you are good at something, that you can handle challenges, that you can develop skills and get better and better at them. Sometimes when we have confidence issues, it's not enough to just try to convince ourselves that we're good at something. We have to see the results. We have to see the fruits of our labor to actually believe it. So give yourself some sort of practice or activity that allows you to feel very confident, and then use that energy that you're feeling and pour that into other areas where you may not be feeling so confident. So if you're not feeling so confident on your search for a job, if you're searching for a job, do something that makes you feel confident, and then infuse that energy into you navigating that new path for a career. Along with tapping into your inner child has been feeling very neglected by you lately. So if it's been a long time since you've done something for the hell of it, if it's been a long time since you've been very playful or watched some comedies, watched some childhood movies, read some childhood books, if it's been a minute since you've allowed yourself to play and be creative, be spontaneous, it's definitely time to do so. And that's also going to help you with feeling very resilient, but also tapping into the energy of high self-esteem and confidence. Beautiful. For the third eye, I can already tell that it's going to get more in balance as the root gets more open, and as the root gets more, I hate using the word open because it's really just a lot of energy flow or very, very little energy flow. But since you have very little energy flow in the root, allowing yourself to do those grounding practices, get into your body, stomp, dance, jump around, break apart that stagnant energy, the energy flow will get better in that area. And once that happens, so will the third eye. So I'm going to just write a Reiki symbol over here on the third eye for you. Allowing you to see clearly, allowing you to have a positive perspective and outlook on life, allowing you to understand what next step is best for you. This will also help you in navigating your relationships as well. Very good. And then moving up to the crown, which is definitely a spot of overwhelm for you. It's very important to learn how to decompress from the mental body. So when we're overstimulated or overactivated in the crown and in the mind, it's due to us putting a lot of pressure, energy, and attention there. So take the time again to get into the physical body, get into the emotional body, but allow yourself to decompress from the mental body. And if you were in my Beyond Balance program, you would know how to do this. I'll give you a little tip right now. It's all about self-expression. So the more that you're expressing yourself, the more that you're getting in the zone, the more that you're doing activities that are just mindless activities that are a little bit more monotonous or tedious, where you get to kind of zone out, you almost get into a relaxed state or a meditative state. Those are all things that can help you. But as long as you are expressing yourself in a way that feels very, very easy to you, that is going to be the best way for you to release and decompress a lot of the stress and anxiety and the overwhelm that's happening in the crown. Very good. I'm going to write a Reiki symbol here on the crown as well to help it get more into balance. Beautiful. All right, Maggie, that is all that I have for you today. Earth was like the only element that really called out. So understanding how to ground, understanding how to use the element of earth and the medicine of earth is really going to help you find more balance and stability while you're on this new endeavor of either a new career or a new relationship. So some thing that you can tune into is a video. So I will send you the link to access a video called Protect Your Energy. This will go over how to use all 5 elements to cleanse your energy, or you can opt for the Beyond Balance program, which is what I was giving you some tips on. So in the Beyond Balance program, I go over the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies and how you can decompress any stress, anxiety, and unwanted energy from every single one of those bodies. When you're able to do that, you are regulating your nervous system, making it easier for you to maintain inner peace, but also for you to manifest. So those are the suggestions that I have for you at this time. I'm going to leave all of those links in the email after this session when I send you your replay. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap in. I'm going to go ahead and close you out. Beautiful. Oh, I can definitely lower the music if it's too loud. Okay, so I think someone was asking if my spots were all full. They are not full. I do have a couple spots left, so you want to make sure that you're getting in first come, first serve as soon as you can, so you can have your session done here on the live stream. Next I have William. William, you're here, and then I also have Amanda that's coming right after that. I'm gonna have some water here. Anyone resonate with Maggie's healing session? Anything really stick out to you? And that was for Maggie P. Maggie P. I believe that was you because that's the way that you spell your name. Beautiful. Good, good, good. You said, I'm an earth sign. I will do that. So I actually noticed too, I'm an earth sign as well. I noticed too that we do vibe a little bit more with the elements that we are. And so if you're a water sign, water can be very, very healing and cleansing and purifying for you. If you're a fire sign, you may be very invested in saunas or steam rooms or, you know, places that have a lot of heat to them. And as an earth sign, I feel the most comfortable when I'm with earth, when I'm with rocks, when I'm on grass and things like that too. So you'll notice that as well. But okay, William, oh hi William. Okay, so we have PTSD, so we're gonna go ahead and tap in right now, see what's going on in your energy centers and heal whatever we can find in the time that we have. So William, I'm gonna go ahead and have you consent out loud in your head or even in the chat. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Okay, so we have a block in the crown, a block in the third eye, a block in the throat as well. The heart is really trying to stay in a balanced state as much as it can. But I'm sensing it is technically overactive. It feels underactive, but from what I'm sensing, I can tell that it's actually overactivity. However, there's been some numbing. And so with that being said, that's why it almost feels more on the underactive side when it's technically not. I actually feel a mountain of pressure on you because of these blockages, all the way from your crown down to about your shoulders. So if you're experiencing headaches, if you're experiencing bad sleep or bad dreams, if you're experiencing what's the word I'm looking for? Just literal weight on your shoulders. If you're experiencing any neck, shoulder, back pain, migraines, headaches, those were the words I was looking for, then I can sense that that is something that could be very prominent in your life at this time. Moving down to the solar plexus. overactive. Sacral seems a little bit more on the balanced side, but it could also just be that your spirit guides are pointing me to the other areas of concern a lot more than that area. And then I'm going to go ahead and say an underactivity in the root as well. So there are a couple different things that we have going on with you today. So what I'm going to do is clear the energetic field first, because I believe this may be your first Reiki session that's one-on-one, at least with me, based off of the previous conversations that we've had. So I'm going to go ahead and clear the energetic field first so that you can kind of feel some of that weight be taken off of your shoulders. And then I will try and hit those blockages as much as I can in the time that we have allotted. But of course, I know that we've had some conversations in the past, so having more sessions where I have a longer amount of time to work with you, or having more frequent sessions, could really help get to the bottom of this, because I'm feeling that everything is so solid right up here. It's not going to be done in a mini session, which I know that you already know, but I'm going to have you sit up tall and straight. Make sure that your spine is aligned. Breathe in through your nose all the way down to your belly, from your belly out through your mouth, through this whole entire process. Relax all the muscles of the face, all the muscles of the body, and let's get started. Something that I'm hearing from your spirit guides is that sound healing, so that would be using the element of air. Sound healing can really help you. So if you have the opportunity to get into some sort of workshop, or get into some sort of ceremony near you in person where they do sound bowls, singing bowls, where they do gong meditations, where they do drumming. Drumming is going to be very beneficial for you, but you need something to actually help you break apart a lot of that energy in a very physical way, and sound frequencies can help you do that as well. Definitely getting into the element of earth, definitely getting into the element of fire. Those can really, really help you. Keep breathing in all the way deep. Use that diaphragm, and then exhale out through the mouth, releasing with a loud sigh. Keep relaxing, you've got it. Sometimes it can feel challenging to release or let go if we are conditioning ourselves to hold on to a lot of things, conditioning ourselves to block out a lot of things, conditioning ourselves to ignore some things. Practicing the art of letting go in many different ways in life can really help you. So letting go of the small things that happen in your day, giving yourself some forgiveness and some grace for some of the past mistakes that you may have done, some actions, some decisions, some choice words. Give yourself that peace, give yourself that grace. Tap into the energy of forgiveness of former versions of yourself. Those are all ways to help you release, all ways to help you let go. Doing a lot of extractions just to help take off some of those layers of debris. We have an energetic field. This energetic field, you can imagine like an egg shape around us that extends past our physical bodies. And this energetic field is what can hold on to a lot of negativity, ill will, jealousy, evil eye, competitive energy as well. And if we have enough of that stacked on top of us, it can really start to impact us on a physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual level. And so typically when I have first timers for Reiki, there is a lot of extractions from the energetic field. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And I'm going to have you take your hands, rub them together, feel that heat, feel your own energy start to cultivate within your palms. Blow into your palms 3 times. Place them on your head, infusing yourself with your own healing energy, supporting yourself, giving yourself some love, some trust, some peace, some understanding. Keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. If you can, every inhale, you are focusing in on the heat in between your hands and your head. And then every exhale, you are allowing all of that pressure to lower itself down and out through the bottoms of your feet. Breathing. Good. Take a couple more breaths just like that. Same process, same practice. Until you feel that it is complete, and then you can release your hands whenever you're ready. I'm going to write some Reiki symbols on the first 3 energy centers, or the top 3 that you have. So your crown, your third eye, and your throat. For empowerment, for ease, when it comes to emotions that still need to be processed and filtered out. All emotions are energy in motion. They're never meant to be stuck or stagnant within us. They're meant to give us a message and then move along. So keep that in mind. When any emotions start to surface up, allow them to be fully processed and let go of. Give them some time, energy, and attention. It takes only 17 seconds to feel an emotion, so allow that time for each and every one that happens to come up and ride that full wave. This is something that I teach in the Beyond Balance program. Focusing now on the heart space. Focusing now on the solar plexus, writing a Reiki symbol here as well, for strength, for power, for vitality. Your inner child is coming through to me at this time, and they really need your support, your time, your energy, your attention, your compassion, for the energy of fear. They're feeling very fearful. So if you can sit with your inner child outside of this live stream, or when you get your replay, if you want to rewatch this session, go through it all over again, take some time for your inner child to be there with them, be their rock, be their support system as they process the energy of fear. You don't have to go back to a certain memory, you don't have to go back to a certain thought. Just sit there with them in that feeling and give them some closure, give them some acceptance to feel. And lastly, the root. A Reiki symbol here for stability, security, protection, and safety. Very good. that is all that I have for you today. I'm going to go ahead and close you out. Beautiful. So suggestions are, I know that we did talk about the Beyond Balance program. If you wanted to take one step before then, I would suggest highly the Protect Your Energy video. In that video, I do go over using the 5 elements to cleanse your energy. When you cleanse your energy, you are also protecting your energy. It also gets you into the elements in a way where you can understand where you're feeling a little bit out of balance, what element you need more of. And again, the elements that really called out to you today were earth, air for sure, using a lot of sound frequencies, and the element of fire too, to help break apart some of the stagnant energy that I'm really feeling for you in the top 3 energy centers. But thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy, and if you need anything else, you know where to find me. You're very welcome. $297 is actually not insane, and I know that there are people who have different price points that are accessible to them, and I understand that, and I have complete compassion for that. However, if you were to take a look at my TikTok account and go to the video where I talk about prices, you'll understand exactly why I price my programs the way that I price them. I am an energy healer and spiritual mentor who has been doing this for over 4 years. I take my education and certifications very, very seriously. I have my own mentors. I've been around the block. I've not only healed myself through many things, but I've helped heal many, many, many others. I don't need to prove my prices to you by any means, but I do also want to address the fact that you're coming on here and saying that a price point of mine is insane when it actually isn't. This is the lowest amount that I have to offer with all of the education that I have and all the practices, techniques that I can show you when it comes to not only my own experience healing myself before getting attuned to certain energy healing techniques, but then I became a Reiki master, then I became a shamanic apprentice. So I'm taking all of the knowledge and education that I've learned and paid for myself and packaged it into a beautiful program that is self-paced and only 4 weeks long, that will get you the transformation that you're looking for as long as you're staying consistent and disciplined in it. So it is what it is. So many people are charging so much more for way less. So I have no shame in my game, because what I provide is something that actually works, and I stand by it fully. Anyway, let's see. Exactly. Someone's like, if they don't like your price, they can just go somewhere else. Chances are, if they don't like the price, they've never invested in something that will actually help them in that sort of way, or have been consistent enough with a coach or a mentor before, which is understandable, because people who have already invested in mentors and coaches would say that that price is ridiculously low. So it is what it is. Different folks, different strokes. Okay, I'm going to go up to these comments to see if there's anything that I missed in between. Okay, beautiful. Didn't miss anything. So I'm going to keep going here on my list, but does anyone resonate with William's Reiki healing session? Anything that resonated with you? Anything that you heard that you're like, oh, that actually, makes sense. I'm going to take that, I'm going to coin that, or I'm going to start to implement that now that I've heard he's going through something kind of similar. Okay, so next we have Amanda, and then after we have Taylor. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna read some of these comments. Hi, Marcy. Just woke up from a nap. Beautiful. So Amanda, if you're still here, your area of concern is your physical and mental health, and then also finding some love. So is there anything specific that you want to say about your physical and mental health? It's okay if you want to keep it private. You don't have to say anything, but if there is something very physical going on, we can pinpoint it much faster if you were to just let me know a little bit more information. But again, totally fine if you want to keep your privacy on that. I will just tap in and see what your spirit guides have to say. There you are. Beautiful, beautiful. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get started on your session. You can still type and comment anything that you need to share. I'm going to have you consent out loud in your head or even in the chat. Take a deep breath in for me. And a deep breath out. Keep it private. Sounds good. Okay, what's going on here? Something overactivity in the throat space, so that could potentially be related to something very physical for you. I'm also sensing something in the heart space that's trying to come out, trying to be released. That could be a lot of the emotions that may be feeling very suppressed. And actually, the more time that I'm spending down here, I keep seeing all of this energy get lower and lower and lower. So I'm sensing next what's happening is that your solar plexus is actually trying to open up more, if you will, and purge something out. And I feel like at this time in your life, it's been very hard for you to either be honest with yourself, or maybe you're a bit too honest when it comes to you talking to other people in some sort of way, shape, or form. So maybe you're someone who wears your emotions on your sleeve, and you're always someone to kind of speak your own personal truth and whatever it is that you're feeling, but maybe you've been told it's too much for the other person to handle. Maybe you've been told that you're too emotional. Maybe you've been told to keep certain things to yourself because it's, again, too much for other people to handle. And if that's the case, I'm sorry that you were met with that when you were just trying to be open and vulnerable. However, since I am sensing that overactivity in the throat, I am recognizing that there could be things that are better left within your own being. Some truths are better kept just for yourself and kept private, so that you can take the time to process them, work through them, and then whatever the end result of that is, you can go and share with others. So that kind of goes to maybe you're someone who has maybe a little bit more of an anxious attachment style in love and relationships. And so whenever you are having that fleeting emotion, sometimes it could be so overpowering that you're trying to go and tell everyone what's going on with you. Maybe you're someone who always needs other people's approval, validation, or ideas in order for you to make your own decision or take certain actions for yourself too. So I'm just kind of sensing certain aspects that could be very common for you. And why a lot of this kind of security energy is trying to be projected out into or out from your throat and onto other people. I'm sensing an overactivity in the third eye as well. And so this could be whatever it is that's going on with you on a mental level. So I will go and start to heal those areas for you. If there's anything that your spirit guides have to say about what's going on with you, I will definitely give you some of their guidance and some of their feedback. So let's go ahead and just kind of do a general wash on you, if you will. Again, just tapping into the energetic field as a whole before we start to tap into the individual energy centers. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'm sensing that your mental health is really impacting your emotional health, and it really impacts how you connect to others. So if you find yourself in repeating cycles in relationships, whether they are romantic or platonic, maybe even professional or familial, I do sense that it is very much due to the mental body. I'm going to focus in on the blockage in the third eye first and foremost, because I feel like there are some messages here or something that needs to be focused on. Since I know that you wanted to keep some things private, I will try to speak a little bit in code or a little bit generally for you. But it seems like there is a lot of different thoughts or ideas going on in your head at a certain time. It could be very hard for you to concentrate or to understand what to focus on, what not to focus on, what is true and real for you, what is not true and real for you. What is worth taking action on, what is worth making decisions on. And I can see you getting tripped up in that mental capacity over and over and over again, where maybe no decision feels solid, no action feels secure. Maybe you are someone who constantly second guesses yourself or regrets certain decisions, or is just feeling insecure about what next step to take in life in general. I also sense that you could potentially be projecting onto people a lot of insecurities or a lot of these thoughts that are being overanalyzed in your mind. And even though you are I still feel like you're someone who's fairly open and bubbly and outgoing, I do sense a darker tone in the mental body that I know that you wish to have regulated. So your spirit guides are just trying to let me know of this, and I'm just beaming, essentially just blasting a whole bunch of Reiki to that third eye to make it feel a little bit more safe. I feel like sometimes you don't feel like it's 100% safe in your mind, and so one of the best ways to start healing this for you is to tap into the energy of Mother Earth. I say this all the time for everyone, is so important in the society and day and age. We do not connect with the energy of Mother Earth as much as we used to, and that's why a lot of us are dealing with mental health issues and a slew of other things. But typically a lot of the mental health issues are due to having a lack of connection to Earth and to nature. And so make sure that you are setting out, carving out some time, I would say for you, based off of what I'm feeling, at least an hour if you can every single day, to ground, be outside with nature, play with animals, be by the lake, be by other natural elements where you're in a distraction-free zone. So no Fitbit, no Apple Watch, no phone, no laptop, nothing that can distract you. A little bit of music can be fine as long as you don't, watch a screen while you're out, and really allow yourself to be immersed with the energy of nature. And if I were to be very honest, I would say try to limit the music as much as you can. Maybe at least do 30 minutes no music, and then if you feel like you need it, then 30 minutes of the rest of your time out in nature with music, just so that you can sense other things happening around you that's not happening in the head. With that being said too, when you connect to Mother Nature through grounding and Mother Earth through grounding, you are detoxing a lot of the anxiety, stress, worry, overwhelm that could be pent up within your energy centers and within your physical being. So when you're doing this kind of practice, know that you're discharging a lot of the unwanted energy that could be preoccupying your mind. And at the same time, you are reconfiguring and recalibrating and balancing out the energy centers from your root all the way up to your crown, which can really help you. Also, if your job is making you feel insecure, try to liven up the workplace in some way, shape, or form. So rearranging your office at work, maybe putting a couple crystals around or things that make you feel calm, allowing yourself to just somehow reshape like the feng shui or something inside of your workspace. Or if you work from home, then making sure that that area is very tidy and that you are always setting yourself up for success so that there is a lot less stress in your work life. I feel like that's also very much impacting you. I also can sense that work stressors may be impacting a lot of the physical ailments that you've been having, where if you're feeling super stressed by work, then your physical body is reacting to that, and that could be the source of a lot of the ailments that you are experiencing in general. You said finding love as well. I wanted to make sure that I was sensing that in your being too. Honestly, something that has been impacting your search for love is the mental health, because when we have our top 3 energy centers. Technically, when we have any of our energy centers in a way that they are being negatively impacted, it impacts your ability to receive your manifestations. But if you've been trying to find love for a long time now and nothing's really come into fruition, or you find yourself going into the same cycles and patterns like I was talking about before, it is very important that you are feeling very regulated and feeling very safe in your mind before you're trying to manifest certain things. I definitely for you suggest the Beyond Balance program as well, because we go over how to heal the physical body, emotional body, mental body, and then spiritual body. And in there's also the keys to manifesting. So if you're trying to manifest something in health, wealth, or relationships, that's going to be a game changer for you, so you can understand how your energetic system works, and you can balance your energy centers through taking healing into your own hands as well. And that can also help you in this process of manifesting love. Beautiful. So we did a lot today. I know I spoke a lot, but your spirit guides really needed me to convey a lot of messages in that way, so you have some education and foundation behind what we're doing today and how to maintain the healing after the session. I can sense that some things in the solar plexus are also making you not feel very confident in love as well. And so it may be time to revisit our own self-worth, revisit our own innate value, revisit all the reasons why we love ourselves. Because the more that you love yourself, the more that you have a healthy and positive relationship to yourself, the easier it is to attract others who will then mimic that and do the same for you. I'm going to have you take in 3 deep breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One last time, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Beautiful, Amanda. All right, so that is all that I have for you. Earth, 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 earth. That element is calling out more than ever. And if anything else, I would probably say, to be honest, the element of spirit, which technically using Reiki is the element of spirit. But you connecting to your own spirit guides, you tapping into your intuition a lot more, you seeing the bigger picture of things can help you understand what's going on a mental and physical level for you, so that you're not feeling like you are just navigating life in a way where everything's happening to you, you're having to deal with it all the time, and you just don't know why, or you feel completely consumed by the density and the heaviness of living life. When you connect more to your own spiritual consciousness, it's going to reveal a lot more things to you. So definitely developing some sort of meditation, definitely getting out into nature more, where you can experience other things happening for you instead of you being so consumed about what's going on internally, can really, really help you. You almost need to tap out a little bit, but in a very healthy way, where it's not escapism, but you're giving yourself just almost like a break from being a human, and you can allow yourself to understand what your energy feels like by itself. So again, definitely tapping into those elements. You can either get the Protect Your Energy video, which of course is what I've been recommending to almost everyone here, because it is so important to understand how to cleanse your energy and use those elements. But also, if you're wanting a 30-day healing routine that's going to help you heal all 4 of those energetic bodies, that's going to be the Beyond Balance program. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them for you. But for now, that's all that I have. I'm not sure if I closed you out, but if I did not, there you go. Beautiful. Anyone relate to Amanda's Reiki healing session, and what did resonate with you? If there are certain things that you're like, oh, a light bulb just clicked, definitely share that with me and let me know. I do still have a couple more spots available for mini Reiki sessions here on the live stream. So if you're looking forward for me to tap into your energy like I have done for the others so far, make sure that you're going to the link in my bio and then clicking mini healing session. Next up, we have Taylor. So Taylor, if you're still here, let us know. Thank you so much for your patience. Let me know if you are still here. Yay, beautiful. So, Taylor, I'm going to have you consent out loud in your head or even in the chat. Oh, forgot to say, you're like, just any blockages. So, consent out loud in your head or even in the chat. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Okay, Taylor, I can tell that you're probably someone who does some spiritual work or some healing work. I don't think that this is your first rodeo whatsoever. And if it was, I'd be very, very surprised. I feel like you tend to live a little bit more of an easy breezy lifestyle, if anything. And so very, very nice. Let me go ahead and kind of go down from the top to the bottom, see if there's anything really sticking out to me here. Slight overactivity in the third eye, nothing too terrible. Slight underactivity in the throat. And for the rest of them, I just went down to the throat, or not the throat, excuse me, the heart, the solar plexus, sacral, tapping into the root. Maybe a tiny, tiny bit of underactivity in the root, but honestly, your energy feels great, not gonna lie. But I also feel like there's something that you're not telling me. So either you can share that in the chat if there is something that you're experiencing right now in your external reality that's just not up to par with what your desires are, what your preferences are. If there's something that you're hoping for me to touch on, but you just don't want to say it to see what I can touch on by myself, I can always just communicate with your spirit guides and see what's going on. But I feel like you're holding on me. I feel like there is something that you want me to address in some way, shape, or form. But if not, I will then just go and work on the slight overactivity and slight underactivities that are happening in your energy centers. Thank you so much. I'm taking a class to learn how to do Reiki. I want to grow spiritually. I feel like that's a great option for you. Absolutely. Again, I can sense that you are someone who's already done some sort of spiritual work or healing work, and your frequency is feeling really good right now. I wonder if you have been energy cleansing yourself, and if you have, share with me what it is that you've been using, if it's just been fire, if it's just been meditation. I always suggest that specifically to, for everyone, but specifically to for those who are getting deeper into their own healing journey where they feel like they want to heal others. It's very important to know different ways to energy cleanse yourself outside of just maybe fire cleansing or outside of just meditation. Okay, I'm sensing something, a little bit of the energy of worry in imposter syndrome. And I feel like it could be with the Reiki, but I'm actually sensing whatever it is that is your career at this time, or maybe if you are studying something, I'm sensing some sort of imposter syndrome. And it's almost like a little bit of insecurity in your ability to add value in life. This could also just be maybe even you trying to be more present on social media, be more present in your communities, be more present through volunteering, and you're not necessarily sure how your gifts that you know that you have translate out into the world. And so I'm sensing it's a very strong time for you to consider the footprint almost that you want to leave on this world, or the mark that you want to leave on this world. And I can tell that's something that causes you some slight worry. Meditation in the mornings and shielding using some techniques from my previous artist, no cleansing. Okay, definitely get into some energy cleansing so that you have a more well-rounded toolkit. This is not something that they teach you in Reiki. This is coming a little bit more from my shamanic apprenticeship, so my Native American traditional healing background. And it's very, very, very important that if you're going to start Reiki, that you also know how to use some physical tools as well outside of just the element of spirit. So You shielding and you doing meditation is just using the element of spirit. It's important to learn how to use the earth, fire, air, and water elements as well to cleanse. This is not only going to help you in your own energy, but it's going to help you understand human dynamics in general for when you begin healing others too. All right, I'm going to have you take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. You said you're already taking classes in Reiki, right? So you already have an attunement? Because to be honest, when I tapped into your energy, everything looked white. So I would not be surprised if you just went through an attunement, or you're going through all those cleansings and activations that happen in Reiki training. Because now that you mention it, it feels exactly like that. I could tell there's probably already healing work happening in the background for you. So if anything, just keep in mind slight overactivity in the crown, like I mentioned before, in the third eye, which can happen a lot when you are learning how to do Reiki. You said, I do not have attunement until Saturday. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. It's already there. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much. It's already there. Energy is weird like that. Sometimes it doesn't follow times that we know. And so I feel like you already having that be a part of your journey, you're very ready for it. I know that they also sometimes send like a list of things to do and not to do before having your attunement. So if you've been kind of preparing yourself on a mental, emotional level, maybe even physical level, it's already taking course. You'll feel it a lot more when your attunement actually comes, but some stuff's already working for you. Beautiful. I'm going to write a couple Reiki symbols on those energy centers that I mentioned beforehand, just to add some more peace, harmony, and balance into your being. Go ahead and take 2 more breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Very good. All right, Taylor. Honestly, that was one of the loveliest sessions I've had to do in a long time because there was not too much work that needed to be done, which is great. I send you so many blessings on your Reiki endeavors. If you ever have any questions for me as you continue to pursue that for yourself in terms of business advice or suggestions working with different clients, always feel free to ask me as well if you need anything. I would suggest for you, I know that you're already in some sort of healing program, so I'm not going to try to overindulge you by any means by suggesting the Beyond Balance program. I'll leave that information available in your email just in case you want to flip through it, or after you're done with your Reiki attunement you want to become a little bit more well-rounded in other aspects too. That'll be great, only because Reiki is such an amazing modality. It just only focuses on electric and cosmic spiritual energy, not as much as the, physical material earth energy that's also needed too. So the electric energy is that spirit energy, the magnetic energy is Mother Earth, and so once you feel that pull to kind of be a little bit more well-rounded in your healing toolkit, that could be a really good next step for you. But for now, my main suggestion is actually just the protector energy video, which again I'll send you to. If you would like to get that, you can access that. But in that protector energy video, it goes over all the different ways to protect yourself. And that's going to be good because when you are working with other clients, when they're dealing with something and they need a specific element, you know exactly what they're going to need. Or when you're dealing with someone who's going through a lot of grief or they just need a lot of healing, if you're ever feeling out of balance, you know how to correct that for yourself. Just based off my experience, because I've been doing this a long time, I know that Reiki is phenomenal and works so much, but it's also not the end of the story, if you will. So if you have any questions, just let me know. But thanks so much for allowing me to tap into your energy. We have Amanda, heal me please. And then we have I love coffee, how late am I? We are nearing the end-ish, but we're not quite done. So Amanda, if you're wanting me to give you some healing energy today based off of some area of concern that you have in your health, your wealth, or your relationships, maybe you just have a manifestation that you're really looking to boost with the energy of Reiki, you can go to the link in my bio and hit mini Reiki sessions, and then you'll get sent to my list and we can do a healing for you. Anyone resonate with Taylor's energy healing session? Although I know that there was not too much going on with Taylor today, which is fantastic to hear. Honestly, didn't sense even blockages. It was all just a little bit overactivity or underactivity. But maybe some of you are also on a journey to heal others. Maybe you're someone who also is already attuned to Reiki or trying to get attuned to Reiki. If you resonate with Taylor's healing session to any degree, please go ahead and let me know. In the meantime, as we have some people sign up for mini healing sessions, we'll get back to collective healing. The collective healing for today is for mental clarity. If you have just tuned in, welcome. Make sure that you're sitting up tall, breathing in deep. I'd also like to open up this time for any of you to ask me any questions that you have about your healing journey. If there is anything that you've been dealing with in a physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual capacity, feel free to ask me, and I will advise you the best that I can. Feel overwhelmed with my adult kids and their own lives. What is overwhelming you with that? Do they need you? Do they not need you? Jess, heavy, intrusive, and ruminating thoughts are my struggle. Get more into your present body, your physical body, present moment and physical body. When you are fixated on the past or even the future, your body cannot tell the difference between what's going on right now and what it is that you're focused on. So the more that you are ruminating, the more that you're focusing and choosing the past, the more that your body is physically reacting to that, and that's what's causing a lot of the imbalances within you or the symptoms that you may be experiencing. So to combat that, it's very important to be very accepting of the physical reality and do what you can do to stay as present as you can. And sometimes in the beginning, what that looks like before you can maintain that is to condition yourself to stay in the present moment. So you have to carve out time. You have to find that peace, that stillness, that quiet within you. You have to get into the physical body. So that could be exercise, that could be stretching, that could be yoga. That could be getting some sort of healing session so that you are just focused on what's going on in the here and now. When you focus on the present, you are allowing yourself to reclaim your power. When you are ruminating, focusing on the past, or focusing too much on the future, you're giving your power away to something that does not exist yet. Melody, I'm being requested as AP at my school. Kiara, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you. Kiara is one of my clients, and we've been doing a lot of healing sessions and manifestation work in the background to get her a certain position in her career, and we just have some really groundbreaking news. So everyone congratulate Kiara. Love that, love that. We've been working so hard. I told you, I was like, don't worry, it's all good. And I was like, we can stop manifesting now and just live in it because it's already happening. I'm so proud of you, Kiara. They make everything of their life my problem. I need boundaries. Well, you can say you need boundaries all day, but are you making them? Are you feeling like you can express your boundaries? Do you know how to create those boundaries? And if you don't know how to create those boundaries, one free resource I could recommend to you is the Work from Home Thrive Guide. It does talk about having children and creating boundaries for your needs and what energy centers could be blocked within your being that are preventing you from being able to create, establish, or maintain those boundaries. And then if you are really trying to work on this for yourself, then I would actually invite you to apply to the Unblocked program that I have. And in this next month, in 1st of July, we are going to be beginning a group coaching. So for group coaching, we're able to meet weekly and discuss what's going on in your life in terms of the relationships that you're trying to balance, and we can definitely help you create those boundaries. How do I get out of heartache? You don't get out of heartache. You get through it. You get through it. You heal through it. You have to be able to face it and allow yourself to understand that your heart is not necessarily breaking. Your heart is expanding. Your heart is opening, and you're going to reach a new level of openness and willingness to love and compassion and generosity. So just understand that it may feel very painful, but it's not that it's breaking into a million pieces and staying that way. It's more so breaking open so you can access higher levels of love and receiving. Yes, Kiara, definitely fill me in on Instagram about the rest. Would love to hear it. All right, my loves, this is the end of the session for today. If I did not get to your question, I am not ignoring you. You can go ahead and DM me, and I will have that open conversation with you in the DMs. I invite all of you guys to one of two things. You can either choose the Beyond Balance program, which I have going on right now. It's easily accessible for anyone who is really trying to regulate their nervous system so that they can easily manifest their desires in health, wealth, and relationships. And then I also have, of course, my Unblocked program, which is an extensive and exclusive program with me where we're able to work in a way where I'm coaching you through how to heal the relationship you have with yourself so that you can have a healthier and more positive relationship with others too. So if you're wanting to attract healthier relationships in your romantic life, in your family, with your friends, or even in a professional setting like clients or coworkers, this is going to be the best program for you to step into because it's all focused on your inner reality and how that impacts your external reality. If you have ever dealt with fear, doubt, lack, and worry when it comes to having healthy or positive relationships, this is going to show you how to overcome those resistance or that resistance so that you're able to use it as a stepping stool towards success instead of a setback, something that is holding you back. And so again, I do have group coaching that is available starting July 1st, so make sure that you are applying to get onto the wait list by going to the link in my bio or by DMing me Unblocked. I love you guys very much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.